Let's be honest, New Year's resolution usually end up the same for us ADHDers. On January 1st, we're super excited, motivated. We feel like we're a new person. January 3rd, we feel like, okay, this is still going great. And then already a week later, we feel like we have ruined everything. And then the shame spiral starts. But what if the problem is not you, but the problem is the entire concept about New Year's resolution, because that is mainly built for neurotypical individuals and not for us neurodivergents. Because our brains need a totally different approach. And in this video, you will have a goal that actually fits your brain, a system that won't collapse after week 1, and a way to restart without the shame every time you slip. So grab a pen or open up your notes app because we will be doing this together. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Yanina, psychologist and ADHD coach, and I have ADHD myself. And on this channel, I help you understand the ADHD brain better and share strategies to make your life easier. So before we build your goal, we need to also understand why traditional resolutions don't really work for us ADHD brains. Because it's definitely not because you're lazy or you're unmotivated or you can't stick to things, but because the system itself is absolutely not designed for a neurodivergent brain. Because ADHDers love to start things. So when something is new, it's exciting, it's a fresh start, it gives us a huge dopamine boost. So the new year usually equals a huge dopamine party, but then the novelty fades over time and suddenly the thing that felt fun and amazing feels absolutely boring, feels hard, it feels heavy. And that's not you giving up, that's your dopamine regulation dropping off. And why this matters for us is when you're setting your goal, your system must include that changing things often or your brain stops noticing them. And why this matters for us ADHDers and your goal is that you have to change things. Otherwise, your brain will stop noticing them or things will become very boring and hard to maintain. Then also long-term rewards don't typically motivate us ADHDers because a goal like I will feel healthier in 6 months is way too far away. So ADHD brains need immediate rewards and something that feels good today and not someday. And why this matters is because your goal needs to have quick wins, tiny steps, and also instant feedbacks, or your motivation will fade away. Our ADHD brains struggle with consistency. We're not wired to do this every day forever. We're wired for interest, novelty, urgency, and interest. And consistency, actually, it requires emotional regulation, time management, working memory, task initiation, planning ahead, which are all executive functioning skills that we as ADHDers struggle with. So that, of course, makes it so much harder. And this matters because your goal must accept inconsistency as well and accept it as normal and build in restart points. Also for us ADHDers, the shame kills the motivation because when we miss a day, we immediately jump to the conclusion that we've ruined everything versus maybe for a neurotypical brain, they might recognize that and then will be able to jump back to their original routine or structure. And for us ADHDers, we usually immediately jump to the conclusion that we failed, we're done, and maybe we'll try again next year. And it's so important to remember that you're not lazy. This is not your fault. It's just you've trained yourself to jump to that shame loop immediately. And this matters because you need a system where missing days is expected and built in, and it's not labeled as a personal failure. All right, now let's build your goal together. Pause the video when you need to, and this works best if you actually write things down. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, open up your notes app wherever you prefer to take notes. So firstly, choose a year theme, not a specific resolution. And a theme is your direction, not a rule. It gives your brain flexibility and novelty. So an example of a theme could be health, stability, creativity, financial confidence, social connection, rest, self-respect, play, organization, career growth. Now you choose one. Which word feels exciting, motivating, or comforting for you? Write it down. Then as the next step, choose one area inside your theme. Now we get more specific without boxing you into that theme. So for example, if your theme is health, areas might be movement, sleep, hydration, meals, medication, routine, mental health, stress reduction. And you pick one area that feels doable and emotionally meaningful. Now write that area down for you as well. And this is the focus for your first goal. Now, as your next step, create your ADHD-friendly goal using my Dreamy framework. Now we shape your goal using Dreamy. So D is defined, R is resilient, E is easy, A is accountable, M is measurable, Y is yours, and let's fill this out together. So if D is defined, write one specific action you want to try. Not a big one, a tiny, realistic one. So instead of writing down get in shape, try stretch for 2 minutes when I wake up, or drink 1 glass of water before coffee. Take a 5-minute walk after lunch. So write down your tiny action that you can take. Now for R, resilient, this is the most important part because your system must assume that you will fall off at some point, because you will, and that's normal. I can pretty much guarantee that already. So add this to your goal. If I miss days, I restart without shame. You can even write, I can restart any Monday, or I reset every Sunday night, or I allow myself at least 10 restarts. So choose your restart rule and write that down as well. Now for easy, look at your action and ask, can this be even any easier? Because if your brain rejects it, it won't happen. So turn, for example, that 10-minute workout into 2 minutes of movement. Cook healthy meals into add 1 vegetable, or read every night, read 1 page, and write the easiest possible version down. Now for accountable, ADHD motivation increases with connection. So pick one simple accountability option. So for example, text a friend weekly, join a Discord group, a Facebook group, use a habit app with check-in notifications, print a tracker and mark it once a day, join a community challenge, share progress on social media. So write your accountability plan. And now for the next step, measurable, your brain needs a way to see progress. Visual dopamine equals motivation. So an example could be a habit tracker, calendars where you mark an X, note app checklists, weekly reflection stickers. Yes, even adult can use sticker charts. I absolutely love sticker charts. So go ahead and write down how you will measure your progress. Now for the next one, yours. This is crucial because your goal must make you feel something. Ask yourself, why do I want to do this? How does this help future me? What feels exciting about this? An example could be, I want more energy. I want to trust myself again. I want my mornings to feel less chaotic. I want to feel proud of my small wins. So write down your why. Amazing. Now you're already one step closer to your New Year's resolution and reaching your goals, and now you can put it all together. Include your theme, focus area, your defined action, which should be an easy version, your restart rule, your accountability plan, your measurement method, and your why. And when you combine them, it might look like your theme, for example, health, focus, could be movement, action, stretch for 1 to 2 minutes after brushing my teeth. Your restart rule could be, if I miss days, I will just restart on Monday. The accountability could be texting a friend. And then the measurement could be mark an X on my calendar. Why, for example, I want my body to feel less tense and tired. And this is a goal an ADHD brain can actually do, and where you're actually able to stick to your New Year's resolution. So remember, for the new year, this goal isn't about discipline. It's about self-understanding, realistic systems, and celebrating all the wins, no matter how big or small they might seem to you. And it's also about allowing yourself to restart without the shame. And if this helped you, please share your theme down below. I would love to hear what you came up with and what your goals are for the new year. And if you want more ADHD-friendly planning tools, subscribe to this channel and give this video a like and send it to someone who might find it helpful, because we're doing this year differently. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.